You've probably experienced this. Your family has grown, plans pile up, doctor appointments, school schedules, soccer practice, birthday parties, work deadlines, vacation dates. At first, you tried to keep it all in your head. Then you grabbed a notebook. Then you created a spreadsheet. Now that spreadsheet has become a monster. Tabs everywhere, duplicate information, color coding that made sense 6 months ago but now just confuses you, numbers that don't match between sheets. You spend more time maintaining the spreadsheet than actually planning anything. Sound familiar? If you're dealing with family planning chaos, you're in the right place. Subscribe to this channel for practical strategies that turn overwhelming systems into streamlined dashboards that actually work. The truth is this: a bloated spreadsheet doesn't help your family. It stresses you out, it wastes your time, and it makes everyone in your household less productive because nobody really knows what's happening or when. But here's the good news. You can fix this. You can transform that chaotic mess into a clean, functional tracking dashboard that reduces stress and actually boosts productivity. And I'm going to show you exactly how. Let's start with why this matters so much. When your planning system is bloated, your brain stays in a constant state of alert. You're always wondering if you missed something. Did you update the vacation dates? Are the school fees marked down correctly? Is that dental appointment actually scheduled or just written somewhere? This mental load is exhausting. Studies show that when your planning system is unclear, your stress levels spike. You waste cognitive energy just trying to understand your own system instead of making actual decisions. But when your planning layout is clean and organized, something shifts. The act of looking at your dashboard becomes calming instead of anxiety-inducing. You can see everything at a glance. You know what's coming. You know what needs attention. And that clarity frees up mental space for what actually matters. Let me give you a real example. Sarah had a family of 5. She'd been using the same spreadsheet for 3 years. It had expanded organically. There was a tab for each person, a tab for household expenses, a tab for vacation planning, a tab for medical appointments, a tab for school schedules, a tab for chores, a tab just labeled notes that had become a digital junk drawer. When Sarah wanted to know what was happening next Tuesday, she had to check 4 different tabs. Sometimes the information contradicted itself. She'd update one tab and forget to update another. By the time her kid's birthday party rolled around, she'd scheduled it on the same day as her son's soccer tournament. Nobody was happy. She spent hours every week just trying to keep the spreadsheet current. She was stressed, frustrated, and exhausted. Then Sarah did something different. She rebuilt her entire system from scratch. She started with one simple question: what do I actually need to track? Not what could I theoretically track, not what might be useful someday. What do I genuinely need to know right now to run my family smoothly? The answer surprised her. She needed to see all upcoming events for all family members in one place. She needed to track which tasks belonged to which person. She needed a simple expense log for recurring costs. That was actually it. Everything else was either noise or belonged in a different system entirely. So she created a dashboard with just those elements. One master calendar view, one task tracker organized by person, one expense summary. Clean, simple, functional. Within 2 weeks, her stress dropped dramatically. She wasn't spending 3 hours a week maintaining the spreadsheet anymore. She was spending 20 minutes, and everyone in the family actually knew what was happening. This is what happens when you optimize. You remove what's not essential. You make what remains crystal clear. Let me break down the specific steps you need to take to build your own functional family planning dashboard. First, you need to audit what you currently have. Open up that bloated spreadsheet. Seriously, go look at it right now. Count the tabs. Look at each one. Ask yourself for each tab, do I check this regularly? Is the information still accurate? Does anyone else in my family actually use this? If the answer is no to any of those questions, that tab is bloat. It's weight we're carrying for no reason. Remove it. You can archive the original spreadsheet if you're nervous, but get it out of your active system. This alone will reduce your mental load significantly. You'll be shocked at how much of your spreadsheet you don't actually need. Second, consolidate overlapping information. If you have appointment information in 3 places, that's a problem. If you're tracking the same expense in multiple tabs, that's creating confusion. You need one source of truth for each type of information. One calendar, one task list, one expense tracker, not duplicated across multiple sheets. This consolidation step is where people often feel resistance. They think they might lose information. But here's the secret. If you're not actively using it, you've already lost it. It's just sitting there taking up space and creating confusion. Third, organize by function, not by person. This seems counterintuitive, but it's crucial. Instead of having one tab per family member, organize by what you're actually tracking. Have one calendar view with everyone's events. Have one task list where you can filter by person. This shift in perspective changes everything. When your daughter asks you what she needs to do this week, you go to the task tracker, filter by her name, and you see it immediately. You're not hunting through her personal tab, hoping you remember to update it. Fourth, simplify your visual design. This is important. You don't need color coding for every possible scenario. You don't need multiple fonts. You don't need conditional formatting that spans 5 different rules. Pick one simple color scheme. Use it consistently. Make your dashboard scannable. When you glance at it, your eye should immediately find the information you're looking for. This visual clarity directly reduces stress. Your brain processes clean designs faster. You feel calmer when looking at it. This is not superficial. This is functional. Fifth, automate what you can. If you're manually typing the same information into multiple places, you're wasting time. If your spreadsheet can use formulas to calculate totals automatically, use them. If you can link cells so that updating one place updates everywhere, do it. Technology should work for you, not against you. The less manual data entry you're doing, the less chance for errors, and the less time you're spending on maintenance. Sixth, create clear update protocols. If nobody knows when they're supposed to update the dashboard, it won't stay current. Set a specific day each week when everyone updates their information. Sunday evening before the new week starts works well for many families. Make it a quick process, 5 minutes max. If it takes longer than that, your dashboard is still too complicated. Keep it simple enough that your partner or your teenager can update it without getting confused. Seventh, separate active planning from historical records. Your dashboard should show what's coming up and what needs action right now. Historical information should live somewhere else. If you need to reference past doctor visits or old school schedules, keep that in a separate archive. Your active dashboard should be focused and present-oriented. This distinction keeps your dashboard lean and functional. Now let's talk about what an actual functional dashboard looks like. Imagine a single view that shows you the next 2 weeks of family events. Just the essentials. Who needs to be where and when? That's your calendar section. Below that, you have a task list organized by person. Maybe Sarah has doctor appointment prep. Maybe Marcus has school project research. Maybe the household needs groceries purchased. All right there. Below that, the simple monthly expense summary. You see what you're actually spending on regular categories. No drama, no clutter. That's it. That's your dashboard. Everything you need to see to run your family smoothly, right in front of you. The productivity boost comes from multiple sources. First, you're not spending hours maintaining the system. That time goes back into your actual life. Second, everyone in the family can find what they need quickly. If your spouse needs to know about upcoming appointments, they look at the calendar. If someone asks what they're supposed to do today, it takes 10 seconds to check instead of 10 minutes of searching. Third, you make better decisions because you have accurate information. You're not double booking because you didn't check the right tab. You're not overcommitting because you forgot about existing obligations. Let me give you another real example. This one's about Marcus. He's a single dad with 3 kids. He had a spreadsheet that he thought was helping him. It had 12 tabs. He was color-coding everything. He was using different fonts for different priority levels. He was spending so much time on the spreadsheet that he was actually falling behind on the things he was trying to track. His system was so complex that when something urgent came up, it took him 15 minutes just to figure out where to add it. One day, his boss asked him why he seemed so stressed. Marcus realized that most of his anxiety wasn't actually about the demands on his time. It was about his inability to trust his planning system. He wasn't sure if everything was in there. He wasn't sure if he was looking at the right information. So he rebuilt everything. He cut it down to 3 simple sheets: calendar, tasks, money. He used one color for everything. He made the whole thing mobile-friendly so he could check it from his phone. Suddenly, he felt in control again. He could answer questions quickly. He could add new information without it becoming a project. His stress dropped. His productivity went up. His kids stopped asking Dad what their schedule was because he could actually tell them, instead of needing to go check. This is the real benefit of optimization. It's not just about having less information. It's about having the right information, organized in a way that your brain can actually process. It's about building trust in your own system. When you trust your planning system, you stop overthinking. You stop second-guessing. You just move forward. Here's what I want you to do right now. If this video has been helpful, please hit that like button. It genuinely helps the channel reach more people who are struggling with planning chaos, and it tells me which topics are most valuable to you. Next, take action today. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait until things get worse. Open your current planning system. Identify one tab that you don't actually use. Delete it. That's it. Start there. Then tomorrow, identify one piece of duplicate information. Consolidate it. Start with small steps. You'll build momentum. And here's a specific question I'd love for you to answer in the comments. What's your biggest frustration with your current family planning system? Is it too many tabs? Is it information that doesn't match? Is it maintenance taking too much time? Tell me what's not working for you. I read every comment, and I use your feedback to create better videos about systems that actually help real families. If you found this helpful, subscribe to the channel. I create videos every week about optimization, productivity, and building systems that reduce stress instead of creating it. You'll get practical strategies that you can actually implement, not theoretical advice. Join the community of people who are transforming their lives by building better systems. The final thing I want to leave you with is this. Your family planning system should be a tool that serves you, not a burden that exhausts you. It should take minutes to maintain, not hours. It should be so clear that anyone in your household can understand it at a glance. When you achieve that, everything gets easier. Your stress drops, your productivity goes up, your family runs smoother, and you get your time back to spend on what actually matters. That's the power of optimization. That's what a functional planning dashboard can do for you. Start today. Make one small change, then make another. Build momentum. Transform your chaos into clarity.